How do you, Rita, separate hype from fundamentals? Read into that WeWork, which to me is basically Regis with a cool vibe and nice food.
Totally,
Right?
totally. I've been saying that for years. And you can have all the kombucha you want. It's not going to get you a $48 billion valuation. Um, well, so, being an entrepreneurship professor, like in the late 90s, was incredibly frustrating. Being somebody who talks about VCs in 2019 was incredibly frustrating because, a lot of those guys, and they are mostly men, were investing in businesses where the goal was not to build a profitable business. The goal was to sell out to whoever the next round investor was. And so you've got this sort of unholy alliance of entrepreneurs talking up their game, investors sort of saying, no, I didn't invest in a dog. This is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And this pressure to grow at all costs. We saw it in the 90s. It's the same thing. Webvan, right? $1.5 billion to prove we didn't hate grocery shopping as much as we said we did. Pets.com and their $6 million Super Bowl commercial. WeWork, same thing. So, at the end of the day, I think it comes down to arithmetic. And it's not in this book, but in some of my previous work, I've talked about how you really need to understand the business models behind some of these businesses. And some business models are inherently more attractive than others. And some business models just have you going, they do what? And, when you reach a tipping point, which I think WeWork reached, I guess maybe last year, was they were actually buying their own growth. And it was all fueled with VC money. And the minute they stopped subsidizing people taking out new leases, the whole thing kind of slowed down. And what they were hoping would happen was that the train would run long enough that they could get the thing to the public markets. And then the investors were made whole and nobody cared what happened after that, which is what happened in the 90s, right? And I think, blessedly, I think the IPO system has recognized that, that's a risk. And so when their S1 statement came out, a lot of very smart people went, hang on, the numbers just don't work. And that's when the whole thing started to be revealed.